checking out some of the strawberry plants, which are pretty much good to go. But there's so much that I want to do in this session that I think this might be a few episodes. So we've got the strawberries, we've got the lavender, we've got the beetroot, we've got the peas, we've got the lettuce, and the potatoes as well, the main event. And also we've got lots of other little jobs. So I don't know how many episodes this is going to be, but I reckon we could get quite a few out of this. So if I'm in the same outfit for the next few, you know it's filmed today. Now I think it makes a lot of sense to start with the strawberries. Now what I need to do is I need to bag them because some of the fruits look amazing. And I've noticed that we've had a little visitor already on one of them. So we're going to sort out the strawberries. Already this seems really overwhelming because we've got such a variety of things going on here. Like this, for example, this is a brand new shoot. You're going to get a new strawberry plant come from here and here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let that trail off and do its thing basically. But what the main focus is today is covering all of these. Actually, I'm going to pick this strawberry off here so you can see. Look at that. Something's eaten that. That's no good. So we need to cover some of these up. Otherwise, it's going to happen to all of them. What I recommended probably about 2 years ago, I think now, was these little mesh bags. Now, these are basically little jewellery bags, and they are used to store little gems, like gemstones. That's what they were for, hence the colour. But if you look at the garden centre, they sell something very similar, but they charge twice as much. So if you type in onto eBay or other places are available, then you'll find them under jewellery mesh bags. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put all of these strawberry heads into the bag and then tighten it up just to make sure that no slugs can get to them. And it's simple as that, really. There's a massive clump here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a slightly bigger one. It's almost the size of my hand, as you can see. But I'm going to try and get all of these ones in. I'm going to check this first, actually. I'm going to take that off, because if we look at that one, that's been eaten as well. Oh, goodness. Something is getting my crop before I'm allowed to have it, apparently. I'm just going to check over the strawberries, make sure there's nothing on them, because the last thing we want to do is trap the bugs inside with the fruits. So now I'm just going to pop those all in the mesh, put it all the way up to the base of it, just like that, and then tighten the strings. And there we have it. Nothing is getting in there. It's a shame about these two. They look like they were going to be good ones. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of these and do exactly the same thing, just to make sure they're all covered. There are so many strawberries on here. It is insane how many I've got this year. Now, I purposely fed all of the strawberries probably about 3 times a month. So once a week, give or take, over the summer. And now I am really paying for the fruits here because there are so many. Never a bad thing either, because I'm going to get through all of them. Why is there so many? I know why, it's because I can't stop myself from buying them. Never mind, let's crack on with the rest. This is actually the last bunch of strawberries, but you can see we've got lots of little red ones on here, and some of them actually, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a few stems where they're not actually that big. What I might do is just leave these ones and just give those ones a water and only focus on some of the bigger ones that are starting to turn red now, because I think that's the priority. That also isn't the only reason, it's because I'm running out of these mesh bags. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus on these ones. Look at that. That's incredible, isn't it? How big they are. And I've just noticed, look, a little spider. Look, it's just run off into my hand. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's just ran. It's just getting the fruits together. I'm trying to get rid of some of these leaves that are not really doing very much, and just trying to focus on getting all of the fruits in one bag if I can. The thing is, you don't want to do this either if there's too many in one. You don't want to restrict them from their growth. So it's just about using your own judgment, really, of what does need it and what doesn't. Now that does look quite packed in there, but when I end up having some of the bigger strawberries in the pink bag, I know that I can remove this one and swap it out. So that's not actually a loss. And we shall continue with what we've got left, which isn't very many. With this one, I'm just gonna snip that one off because this one is ready. Look at that. Isn't that insane? Now the only thing wrong with this is it's got a massive chunk taken out of it. Look at that. That's awful. Unfortunately, something has got to it before I have. But that's okay, because a lot of it is fine overall. Now, I'm just going to give it a quick wash and then we're going to give it a taste test. Right, I've gave it a quick rinse under the tap. I'm looking forward to this. Oh my goodness. Look how vibrant that is inside. That is amazing. And I've got so many more in the garden that are growing. I'm just going to pop that down and just enjoy this a little longer. What strikes me the most is the colour inside. So if you look at that, you can see it is a vibrant red. Normally, in shop bought strawberries, you find that if you cut it in half and open it up, you'll find a lot of this is white. Now, they normally pump it with chemicals or they give it a lot of feed to basically keep up with food production. Therefore, it's a lot more watery. It's a lot more mass produced in a way that doesn't taste like a real strawberry. But this, it's got to be so good that even some of the bugs have had it. But I'm just going to eat around it and enjoy this, because it's so sweet as well. Right, on to the next thing. What shall we do? Well, you can find out in the next step. See you over there.